Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. Join us for the Lightning brand and the actual go-home show before we get to Fight for the Fallen, where we'll round out our card and deliver, hopefully, a stellar show that will make you hyped for that pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to it. We're live on the AEW Live Network. Let's do it. This week's AEW Lightning. So we've sold out 15,000 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And as always, we'll have some pre-show matches. Anna Jay picks up the victory over Maki Ito in 9:45 by pinfall. 56. Maki Ito benefiting from a groundswell of public support. We had Chad Betts defeat Drew Gulak in 12:02 with the Grand Amplitude. Two babyfaces having a pretty stellar exhibition here in a 64 rated matchup. We had the Motorcycle Machine Guns defeat the Acclaimed in 11:21 when Chris Sabin pinned Anthony Bones with a cradle shock. That was a 58. Pretty decent, all things considered. We had Nation pick up the victory over QT Marshall in 8:03 with a standing shooting star press, which was a 49. Very surprised to see QT with as good a performance in there nearly as Nation. And we had Chris Statlander pick up a victory over Layla Hirsch in 8:32 by pinfall. A 54 there for two combatants and a very similar in-ring performance. So starting the show with Andrade El Idolo and his fiancée Ashley. They're talking about how Fight for the Fallen, Andrade El Idolo is going to defeat Jon Moxley, he's going to defeat Tommy End, and he's going to defeat Chris Jericho to become a number one contender. And from there, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, it doesn't matter. It is Andrade El Idolo's destiny to become the champion. Though Ashley says, and when a time is right, she'll go for that women's championship, and both of them will stand side by side as the king and queen of AEW, and both as world champions. They're interrupted by Jon Moxley. He just says he hates to ruin the surprise, he hates to ruin the big occasion, but that's not going to be the case because Jon Moxley is going to make Andrade El Idolo suffer. He's going to inflict pain on him, and he's going to do whatever he can to make sure he is the number one contender. And Tommy End says, "You're just like Chris Jericho. You're just someone that sees opportunities that should be mine, and I'm looking forward to not only kicking Chris Jericho's head off, but kicking yours off as well." And this leads to finally outcoming last, the Painmaker, Chris Jericho. He just says it's great that even at the age he is, in his 50s, he still feels he is one of the best in the world. And he feels like this Saturday he is going to prove to the world he can still hang and still be the best in AEW and get one more World Championship reign. 97, absolutely delighted how everyone handled that with no scripting going on. So good to see. I then had a poor matchup that saw Orange Cassidy pick up the win over Eddie Dennis in 9:04 with a super kick. A 68, giving Cassidy some momentum going into the pay-per-view, and a good win in the opener. Was that a normal match? Wild brawl, but good wins for Freshly Squeezed. We then see Adam Cole and Britt Baker arrive at the arena, and they say, "Oh, Orange Cassidy's match has just been. Well, it's a shame we've missed that. We could have inflicted more injury on Orange Cassidy, but that's fine. I need to go get ready for my match, and I'll just show Orange Cassidy that he's not on my level." So strong words there from Adam Cole, baby. Next up, I had an abysmal matchup that saw Thunder Rosa defeat Chelsea Green 9:50 with a reverse DDT. Both ladies actually did okay in terms of performance here. The segment though does gather a 37 because they were turned off by the pre-show workers. I'm just trying to get Thunder Rosa out of cool momentum, and it's proven to be very, very difficult. Hopefully, we'll get that sorted. Moving forward, we then had a little confrontation when Thunder Rosa heads to the back between her and Britt Baker, and Thunder Rosa says, "I'm not forgetting. When the time is right, Dr. Britt Baker, I'm going to come after you and show that I'm one of the top women here in AEW." And that's a 53, because remember, in this world, they haven't had that massive feud. I then moved on to more women's action. Bayley defeating Maria Manic in 8:11 with the belly to belly suplex. A 59, 63 performance from Bayley. It's decent. Maria's over her injury. but Bayley still kind of finding her feet here in All Elite Wrestling. And as she celebrates her win, she has finally struck. That is Mercedes Varnado, the former champion. They two are going to go at it this Saturday night. And this is Mercedes looking to get an upper hand ahead of that matchup. So she chop blocks Bayley. Bayley's limping around. And then she just decides to just keep targeting the knee. And then eventually gets her in the Mercedes statement. Because obviously Bank's statement would be with WWE. But 54, happy with that. A long way to go in terms of getting these two ladies over to the level I'm happy with. But I feel these are going to be two marquee players for us going forward. Then had a good matchup that saw Roderick Strong defeat Pentagon Jr. in 13:33 with a Gibson driver. Stellar work from these two, 81. As expected, Penta's getting stale though, which is good because of what we've got planned going forward. And this was a steal the show matchup, so all good there. And after the matchup, we've got a little bit of tension between Rey Fenix and Penta. Both have lost in the last 2 weeks to members of Undisputed Honor. And yeah, they're just getting frustrated, blaming each other. But they say it's fine, we'll deal with it. Obviously they say that in Spanish, and hopefully they'll overcome these disappointments in the future. 80. We then had trios action, or sorry, not trios action, 8-man tag. Decent matchup, Proud and Powerful teamed up with the Young Bucks, and they defeated the Good Brothers and the Hybrid 2 in 11:48, when Santana pinned Jack Evans. A 77 here. Stellar matchups and performances from the Young Bucks and from Proud and Powerful. As I say, there's a lot of things I want to do with the Hybrid 2 and Gallows and Anderson. Just unlucky where they were positioned. I didn't really have many other heel tag teams to participate here, but a 77 is good, all things considered. I really do wish I did get a hold of Dax Harwood, because Cash Wheeler on his own was okay, but if I had FTR, that would have been sorted, but not the case in this save. And then the Bucks cut a promo. They just basically talk about what's going to happen on Saturday, how alongside Prince Devitt they will become Trios champions and they will take it away from the New Age Horsemen. Adam Cole then cuts a promo. It's basically on Moxley and it's on Orange Cassidy. He says he's got Moxley in a main event tune-up match tonight. He says these two will put on a spectacular show. But he's going to prove that he is a main event player here and should be on the way to the World Championship in the future. But he says, hope Orange Cassidy watches very closely just to see how damn good and destructive I am. And there we go, one of our best matches in a long while. This in pay-per-view could be good, especially with a bit of build behind it. But it was an exceptional matchup. Jon Moxley defeats Adam Cole in 22:47 with the Death Rider, because Orange Cassidy came in and attacked Adam Cole. So a 90 here, 91 for Moxley, 88 for Adam Cole. Moxley looks strong going in to the Fatal 4-Way. Adam Cole is going to have a reason now to chase Orange Cassidy. Moxley's declining physical ability is only negative. And I finished the show with the 4 men in the Fatal 4-Way brawling to the back, as Jericho, Moxley, Andrade and Tommy End. We'll just say Jericho and End one way, Moxley and Idolo the other way, and they brawl all around the arena till we go to a close. Show itself does a 90, which increases their popularity in 39 regions, which will probably be everywhere bar the US, but as I say, we're pretty much peaked out in the US, that's fine, as long as we can start working on those other regions. I'm still undecided if I'm going to start up like a C show effectively. Well, an A show that only runs in that one area of Japan, where it's not broadcast anywhere, so I won't lose pop. I'll probably just lose money through attendance and travel. I'll see though. We'll move to the main screen anyway, and we'll run through, and there'll still be matches to be added to this that I'll think of on the day, but we'll have your full card for Fight for the Fallen. So what have we got here? Shows fantastic reviews, good to see. El Hijo del Fantasma. That's how old this mod is. He's even called Santos Escobar. Let's say I took it right at the start, Rocky Romero. So we will go now. But I watched one of Rick's videos and it was like him versus Kenny get like one of Rick's best ever ratings, which I thought was mad because both would have been close to their 40s. So WWE are going to look to release Candice LeRae even. I might just bring her in, purely for the basic skill set, the experience, reputation. She could be like a kind of mentor figure. I think she's Britt's mentor. Yep, so that would help boost Britt Baker's attributes. So I might do that. Strong friendship with Bayley. Obviously, she's married to Gargano. We don't speak of that one. Yeah, might just bring her in then. As I say, she'll be a free agent anyway, because WWE are not going to extend her contract. So we'll look at that. Keep bringing people in. I just don't really have anything for Shane Strickland. It's a shame. And I don't want this going the way of Mother Save, where I just signed everybody for AEW and WWE, and my roster was already bloated. But anyway, 7.45. So the good thing is it's a strong show, so that should put us in a good position for Fight for the Fallen, which we'll have as follows. Your main event for the AEW World Championship, a 60-minute Iron Man match between Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes. Number 1 contenders fatal 4-way between Chris Jericho, Andrade El Idolo, Tommy End and Jon Moxley. We will see the Women's Championship on the line as Kairi Hojo defends against Anna Jay from the Dark Order. 8-man tag action as Darby Allin, Johnny Gargano, Will Ospreay and Samoa Joe take on MJF, Wardlow, Ricky Starks and Mark Quinn of the Uprising. We'll see the Trios Championship on the line as the Young Bucks team up with Prince Devitt to face Ace Austin, AJ Styles and Pete Dunne. The tag titles will be on the line as Proud and Powerful defend against the Good Brothers. And the Mixed Tag Team Championships will be on the line as Adam Cole and Dr. Britt Baker defend against Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander. We'll also see Bayley take on Mercedes Varnado. We'll see on the pre-show the Women's Tag Team Championship match between Fight Camp, Daria Bernato, Layla Hirsch taking on Heidi Lovelace and Jonah Dadio. And just added as well, if we can fit it in, probably extend the show to make sure we do, Undisputed Honor will take on the Lucha Brothers. Damn, that's stacked. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are. Let me know your predictions in the chat below and in the comments section below. And yeah, cheers for watching. A wee thumbs up appreciated. And hopefully I'll see you in a few days' time for Fight for the Fallen 2022. Take it easy. See you soon. Bye bye.